When I was a lad, I went to a fireman's parade and I heard the bagpipes. They had a bagpipe band marching in a parade, and I couldn't see them at first. They were around the corner, but I heard them from afar. And it was a primal sound, and I absolutely loved the sound of the bagpipes. It drew me in. And right then as a child, I knew someday I wanted to play the bagpipes. About 20 years ago, my father decided to change the makeup of the annual family picnic and started calling it the clan gathering in hopes that we would follow our Scottish heritage and our roots. He hired a bagpiper by the name of Janice Blue, who was the pipe major for the Rochester Scottish Pipes and Drums. And she played for a number of years. And then about 8 years ago, I pulled her aside and asked her if she would quietly teach me how to play the bagpipes, because I wanted to surprise my father with a gift of being able to play the bagpipes. And she taught me for 2 years, and then came the big day of the Moncrief clan gathering at my father's house in South Bristol. And my son stood up and said that Janice had brought with her a student, her newest student, who would for always and evermore play Amazing Grace for all the Moncriefs that have passed. And I present Scott Moncrief. I was standing behind my father when I cranked up the pipes, and he turned around and started crying. I'm playing Amazing Grace and I'm trying to keep from crying. It was a very emotional experience, and it went off beautifully. Everyone loved it, and from this point in time, they all knew that the Moncrief clan had a piper in the organization that was going to be there at every clan gathering. Since that time, I've joined the Rochester Scottish Pipes and Drums. Having spent 35 years in the volunteer fire department and 20 years in the police department, I've always been a public servant. And being a servant comes from the heart. By playing the bagpipes, I feel like I'm serving the community at large and on a personal level to the people who I'm playing for. It's a bond that we develop. I get to play a good sound, like I said, a primal sound, and it hits right to the heart of the people that I'm playing for. And I can't find a more pleasurable, more honorable experience than piping for the people that want to hear it and need to hear it. Bagpiping is a art form. It's been centuries and centuries old. And I want that art form to continue. Wherever we go to play, people love the bagpipes. They hear it, they take out their cell phones, start recording me and all that stuff, and have a good time. And I tell them when I have the opportunity, it's never too late to take up the bagpipes. If you really enjoy it, get the joy out of playing the bagpipes. And to me, it's a personal joy to provide that music, that sound, that primal sound that draws people. They want to hear where the bagpipes are coming from. So for young people, when they see it, they like it. We've got to give them that one step further, saying, yeah, you can learn to play it. If it's a challenge, I won't tell you it's not. It's a hard instrument to learn, but so is the violin. If you like the bagpipes, give it some thought. Contact a local pipe band. You can look them all up on the internet, no matter where you are, and ask about getting lessons. A lot of us pipers are out there, and we'd love to teach you and get you started. It becomes a family affair at that point. Brothers and sisters playing the pipes.